What is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in for another video. And let's get into the video. It looks like there's a little bit of hope at the end of the tunnel. I like to give you guys updates with DACA and my immigration status. And let's go ahead and pull up the video. I don't want to waste too much of your precious time. So let's go ahead and let's see here. So we're gonna watch it together, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and play it here. I'm gonna turn on my brightness down so you guys can see what I'm gonna put the thing here. So
Dreamers, sir, dreamers who were brought to this country illegally as children. You said once back in 2017 they, quote, shouldn't be very worried about being deported. Should they be worried now?
The dreamers are going to come later, and we have to do something about the dreamers because these are people that have been brought here at a very young age, and many of these are middle-aged people now. They don't even speak the language of their country, and yes, we're going to do something about the
What does
dreamers.
that mean?
And
What are you going to do?
I will work with the Democrats on a plan, and if we can come up with a plan, but the Democrats have made it very, very difficult to do anything. Republicans are very open to the dreamers. The dreamers, we're talking many years ago, they were brought into this country, many years ago. Some of them are no longer young people, and in many cases they become successful. They have great jobs. In some cases they have small businesses. Some cases they might have large businesses, and we're going to have to do something with them. And
You want them to be able to stay. That's what you're saying.
I do. I want to be able to work something out, and it should have been able to be worked out over the last 3 or 4 years, and it never got worked out. Biden could have done it because he controlled, Congress to a certain extent, right? He could have done something, but they didn't do it. I never understood why, because they always seem to want to do it, but then when it comes down to it, they don't. I think we can work with the Democrats and work something out.
What about dreamers, sir? Dreamers who were
so
brought.
first, let's read into some comments. I social media, TikTok, Instagram, whenever it comes to comments, it's interesting. It's funny. There you can see facts there. It's you never know what you're gonna get. So let's go ahead and read some comments. Somebody says, if he passes something for dreamers, consider me a Republican because Democrats have had full power and they never did nothing. So listen. Don't come at me. Okay, don't, just listen to me. Trump has his things, right? He's called illegals rapists. He's called them basically the low of the low. I get it, and I'm not a political person. I don't get into all of that. I don't really know too much about politics. All I know is that a lot of the times whenever somebody's running for president, they say a lot of things for their party to like them more and to vote for them. And so Trump is kind of one of those people that kind of says a lot of things, but whenever you get on a one-on-one conversation, like interviews like this, a lot of the things he says make sense. I'm not saying everything, and I don't agree with everything that he says, but some of the things that he says on a business wise and with this interview, some of them make sense. All right. Yeah, the Democrats, have had, most of the power when Biden was in. And listen, I've seen many videos about dreamers coming out and saying, I feel like I'm just a political move for Hispanics to, vote for you. And they just feel used as a power move, and they're done feeling like that. And so they really want that solution. And if the Republicans can do something about it, it's listen, man, it's it's crazy. Just to say the least, it's crazy. Let's go ahead and read some more comments here. Bruh, this has to be the most respectful thing he said. Agree with you. I'm 35 and a dreamer. Been waiting for this for a long time. As of most of us have been waiting for us. I'm still going through my immigration process, but I know a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of family members that are going through this. So I totally get what you're saying. Um, let's see. Somebody said, deep down, he's a good man. He has a good heart. Viva Presidente Trump. I'm a dreamer and I have a blue-collar job. I want to stay for my children, but I want to be able to travel to my home country. My mother brought me at 5 years old, and I've never experienced Mexico. Somebody said, this is coherent and articulated Trump that I've never seen before. Somebody said, I'm a production manager at a manufacturing facility. Have a 27-year-old dreamer working for me. It's a great work. He's a great worker and a solid man. We have his brothers also who we are helping get his papers. I could go on and on and on, but the reason why I said there's a light at the end of the tunnel is because I think Trump realizes how much he's a businessman. I think Trump realizes and has humanity to a certain degree, because just think about it. And he says it all the time, and Barack Obama says it all the time. Dreamers, immigrants, they're your neighbors. Just think about, if you had a neighbor that's a dreamer, you've made, a life knowing them, and all of a sudden they have to move back to a country they've never experienced. Yes, they've experienced because they were born there, but whenever I was brought when I was 4. So going back to Mexico on advanced parole was such just a drastic change. It was like something that hit me all of a sudden, and I enjoyed it. But the country that I'm in right now is something that I've known all my life. So it's hard to go back to a country, start from literally like zero, not knowing. Yes, we know Spanish. I know Spanish, and I'm proud of knowing Spanish. But a lot of my Spanish is just the normal talk about, like, with my parents, like if we're at the dinner table, like, like hand me the cup, or things like that. Like, we don't know like Spanish to the roots, right? And that's not our fault. It's not our fault, and it's nothing that we should be embarrassed of. I know there's a lot of no sabo kids out there. I know that's the the thing that we're afraid to be called or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. We were born. We were born. We were. We would have liked. We go through all this, right? But let's just get back to the point, and like I said, just make this video shorter than and not long as it whatever. Anyways, let's get blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get to the point. So Trump gets that dreamers bring a lot of business, a lot of hardworking people, and he knows that is what the U.S. needs: a lot of hardworking people. And if they can give us a pathway to citizenship, I think that is going to be the best option. Imagine trying to deport, I don't know if it's 400,000 to 800,000 dreamers right now that are contributing to taxes, contributing to the workplace, contributing to just the community. I mean, like I said, there are bad people in every single race. You can't just out one race and be like, oh, these are the criminals. No, every race has their criminals. But the U.S. needs, it was built on immigrants, and it needs immigrants to continue to be a successful country. I've talked about this many times, but just from what he could do the opposite and start deporting everybody. But just from this interview, I think Trump realizes the impact that the Dreamers have, and the impact that it would have on a lot of families if he were to deport all of them. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully something happens. Yes, it's always going to be a political move. So let's see what happens. Still praying, still patiently waiting on my process to come to an end, and hopefully get my green card soon. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. I saw that on TikTok, and I wanted to come on here and talk about it. So let me know in the comment section below what you're planning to do, what your plans are. I'm going to be making a lot more videos regarding that, because immigration is just a large topic that I can't just cover in one video. But yeah, more videos coming soon, vlogs, things like that. If you guys enjoyed it, enjoy sit down videos like this, let me know. If you like to see the vlogs as well, let me know. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, all the support. We'll see you guys in the next video.